Hello and welcome back for Season 2, Episode 7 of Aberdeen FC, the Red Revival. Today we are playing Manchester City, who we've drawn in the quarter-final of the Champions League. If we win this game, we go on to face either Paris Saint-Germain or Arsenal, so we do have a difficult draw going forward. But before we get cracking on with those games, we'll just give you an update on how the schedule's been since the Copenhagen game. We've seen the Copenhagen game that we lost. We ended up winning in penalties, So Brave Rovers, we beat 5-0 at home. Ida, Double, Hannibal, Eriugo and Bracalo. We then played Rangers at Ibrox, got a 1-1 draw. Eriugo getting the goal in that game. And from there we moved on to play Hearts at Pittodrie. And we beat them 5-0 with Mwanta, Cittadini, Watson, Rachmani and Zeknini getting on the score sheet. And recently we just played the New Firm Derby at Tannadice. We won 2-1 with Sunsut Bell and Eriugo getting on the score sheet in that game as well. So we've been on a decent run of form since that game. Just having a quick look at the league table, show you where we're at. We're still sitting top of the table, just the one defeat. 16 points clear of Rangers, who are in second. See Kilmarnock's dropped off a little bit now. But yeah, Celtic Rangers still challenging for that second place. We look to have wrapped up the league pretty much already. But we'll get cracking on now with the first leg of the City game. And hopefully we can get a good result. Just to catch you up though on a couple of things actually before we got on with the City game. We did have our youth intake, which was a 5-star intake. First time I've had that really as early in an Aberdeen save. So 5-star intake. We've got a few players that look to be tremendous prospects. First up is Craig McDonald, who's a left back. Looks alright physically, to be fair. Fairly ambitious player. Pretty decent mentally, pretty good technically as well. So looks to be a really good prospect for us. Luke Greenhill, going to be training him the central midfield role. Driven personality, so I'm looking forward to him improving. Again, mentally he looks really good. Pretty good technically as well actually for that central midfield role. So 5-star potential. Looks a cracking player. Should hopefully kick on and we'll see him hopefully later. Francisco, who we'll just call Francisco Squared, will be probably training again in the central midfield position on attack. Has pretty good mental attributes and pretty good technical attributes to go with that. 4.5-star potential. Lee McKenna, goalkeeper. Not expecting him to amount too much, just given he does have an unambitious personality. Doesn't look amazing at this stage, but he should improve. Has decent reflexes. He's only 5'9" though as well, so he's probably not going to be a great keeper. Michael Donnelly at centre back. Looks okay. Needs to improve a little bit physically, but does have decent jumping, reach and heading for a 15-year-old. Good tackling in position and aggression. Bravery as well. So he has a potential to break into the first team at some stage. 4-star potential ability. Looks a decent player for us. And see if there's anyone else worth a note here. Bradley Tunion as a striker. Lacks a little bit in terms of pace, but as a mercenary, but that doesn't usually matter too much in this game. Good height and good strength and jumping reach and so on. More of a target forward, but I'll probably use him more in a pressing forward role. Needs to improve a little bit mentally in terms of his teamwork and off the ball and aggression for that side of things. But everything else looks relatively good. Good heading as well. So yeah, you see the pressing forward stats. That's what I'm going to be training him on. Hopefully we can get some luck out of one of these youngsters. We've got a few other ones as well, look to be good talents. Maybe Scott Wallace in particular, who's already decently rated. Looks an alright centre back, lacking in strength really, and that's pretty much it for his age. But could very easily kick on and be a surprise player for us. But yeah, that's a youth intake anyway for now, and I'll move on and show you the next gen list as well. So the next gen list for the second season sees 4 of our players being touted as 4 of the 50 best wonder kids in football. So at number 10 we got Daga coming in, and he's now shown as a wonder kid, so kind of know he's got very good potential once that comes up. If we look at his progress so far in terms of his development, we can see his current abilities went up quite a bit, but all time in terms of his attributes, lots of green arrows. He actually only does have one that's gone up, and that's off the ball, but I'm expecting that we'll see plenty of improvements in him going forward. Mikic, if again we look at him here, his progress, again looking current ability shot right up over the last kind of 6 months or so. That's been because we've been playing him quite a lot, and he's got a couple of attributes that have gone up by 1, so marking vision, strength and so on. There you go, another one of our youngsters that we brought in. See his progress again, he's shot up kind of the last kind of month or so, he's really improved. In terms of his attributes, again, we'll look at them. Nothing really showing is, particularly improved in terms of markers. It's not going up one or anything, but it is on the up. And Alfie Babbage, one of the actual Aberdeen's players, he's going to be joining Hearts. I don't think he's going to amount to too much. He's only got 3-star potential ability, so I'm just letting him go to Hearts. We can't see his progress, unfortunately, because he's out on loan. But yeah, 4 players in the next gen list is pretty good for us. And before we play the City game, we've just got a new signing to welcome in, which is Edwin Mosquera. On the 2nd of April he's came in, Colombian winger, signed in a free transfer, comes in from Atlanta United. And if I just show you over in the affiliate section, if I can click that properly, affiliates, Atlanta United's one of our affiliate clubs, so we did know a little bit about the player, didn't need to scout him too much, which was good. If I have a look at his stats and so on, in terms of where he can play, I can play him in the left or the right, so we can play him in that inverted winger or defensive winger position. In terms of the right hand side, he's on a par with Portanova, slightly better than Clarkson. Attribute wise, he's pretty rapid. I'm just going to put it on to defensive winger stats. Stamina's pretty good, he's rapid, he's got good pace and acceleration. Lacks a little bit mentally, but could grow still at 24. Good off the ball, teamwork and work rate. Passing, first touch, crossing and dribbling's good. If I just have a quick look at his stats for inverted winger on this side, and just the comparison, he's just as good as Bricalo over there and Zeknini. That's really kind of winger stats I'm looking at just now, but he does look extremely good for that sort of area. Right footed, so cutting in would be good for him. 3-star ability, 3.5-star potential. The bad thing about him is that he does dread playing in big matches, so we need to keep an eye on that and consider that when we do play in big matches. But I think he looks a cracking signing for us, and that can lead us on very nicely to the Man City game. And on to the first leg against Man City, which will be played at Pittodrie. Keep an eye on the Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal result as well. That's who we play the next round, as we said, if we go through it. We'll get on to the team sheet first of all. Team selection for today's game will be Dalberg in goals, with Ramsey at right back, Cittadini partners Segovia at centre back, Thomas at left back, Ranocchi at defensive midfield, Portanova in the right wing, Thomas Handel in centre mid, Zeknini on the left, Rachmani and Judson Bell start up front today. Get a team submitted and get to the team talk stage of the video. Wonder what we'll say today. Into the dressing room. I'm going to tell them the media's giving them a lot of credit, just to mix things up a little bit from what we usually do. We'll do our usual pump fifths and tell them to make the difference and make us proud, and we'll get out to the match preview and get a look at the lineups and tactics that we're using. So our usual 4-4-2 today. Hopefully it keeps City quiet in this one. Going to be a tough game. City look to be lining up with a 4-3-3 formation here, and Haaland does start for them today, along with De Bruyne. So they're two big players, I would say, in there. It started off the first couple of minutes relatively brightly, as much as City have had 90% possession there. That is early days in the game. Yeah, we've had a couple of shots to City, not having any, so it's a decent start for us, I would say. No highlights of note as of yet, as we get our first one just now, 23 minutes in. City just kind of patiently building up here, but they do have quite a lot of players forward. It's through to Erling Haaland, who's chipped Dalberg, and it's 1-0 to Man City. Didn't really want to go behind too early against City. We know how good they are at keeping the ball, and that's really been their first effort and goal today. We've got a corner to try and hit back in the 28th minute. Swung in, but City have cleared it. We've got Ramsey coming down the right, swings it in, and Aki put in a good block there against us. So it's out there for a corner, another chance to get it delivered in. Again, we're usually pretty good with set pieces, so hopefully we can punish City. Cittadini, and Cittadini scored. Back to 1-1. Ederson apparently was at fault for that. According to the commentary, came out and was beaten for it. Got a free kick now with Handel, and he's put it just over the crossbar. So yeah, pretty positive, good to get back into the game as quickly as we did there. Gives us a chance to do something and keep us in the tie really for the second leg. I think that's all we can ask for at this stage of the save. Still don't think we're anywhere near City's class. City come forward again here in the 40th minute. Now just playing it around at the back. Going to be pressing the life out of them. But they've got plenty of space out in the right here now. And they're just kind of biding their time, aren't they? Classic City style. Played forward, Haaland gets the better of our defender there, and it's through to Foden, who's looped it over Dalberg to make it 2-1. Not ideal coming into half time. City have been very clinical, scoring their only 2 shots on target. I'm not even going to fault the keeper for either of them. I don't think there's much you could have done with them, but 2-1 down, half time. I think performance wise we've been playing pretty well. Yeah, we've been shocking with possession, but it's not surprising against Pep. But yeah, we're playing okay. We've had 2 clear-cut chances, we've only scored the 1 of them, so we need to do a little bit better. We'll be assertive with the side, tell them they need more possession in the second half, give them some encouragement, tell them we've got faith in them. And fingers crossed we get a reaction and bring ourselves back into the tie. 2-1 down, still not the worst scoreline for us, but I think we could be doing a little bit better here. As we look at the Paris Saint-Germain Arsenal game, PSG have missed a penalty, that's still 0-0. City have came out, by the looks of things, had a couple of shots this half. We're doing a little bit better possession wise, which we've asked the boys to do. City do look to be performing a little bit better as we look to come out here in the 64th minute. From the back, City are pressing us a little bit more now. De Bruyne has got it in centre mid. Haaland, good one touch football, and it's Haaland again, and he's sent Dalberg the wrong way. So we're down 3-1. No shame in it, I wouldn't say, against City. That was a really good goal. I don't think we could have defended that in any occasion, particularly the guys we've got on the pitch. So we're 3-1 down. Got a highlight straight from kick-off here. Seknini plays it over to Portanova, plays it through for Jude, who scores, but the linesman's got his flag up there at the corner. It's going to be checked by VAR, but normally that means we're going to have it disallowed, unfortunately. So we didn't hit back straight away. I've just changed the mentality to attacking. I think we need to go for it now and really try and get something out of the game. So we get to the 72nd minute. Just going to make a couple of changes. A lot of tired legs out there. Going to tell Seknini and Portanova to stop marking the full-backs. Again, reason being is that City are playing with inverted wing-backs. I don't want them getting dragged in. We want them to still provide us with the width. So in terms of changes then, for now, Mikalo is carrying a knock, but we're going to bring him on anyway. On the left wing for Seknini, Clarkson. Bring in for Portanova, who's having quite a poor game. And Jude's not performing particularly well either. But I'm going to bring Rickmani off just because he's struggling for fitness today. And that'll probably do us for now. Luke Thomas is having a stinker, so we'll bring him in all on actually, make the 4 subs just now. We'll get the game back underway. We've got a corner with Handel into Pittodrie, who has just put it over the crossbar. So coming into the last 15 minutes, corner now for City. Bernardo plays it over, and Ruben Diaz has put it in. 4-1 down, that's probably the tie over. Just berating the players to try and get some sort of a reaction, but 2 goals is going to be a stretch, a massive stretch as it was. Being 3 goals down, going to the Etihad is going to be very difficult. Do have a highlight here in the 81st minute. Ramsey on the right, Handel playing it into Ranocchia, and that was a decent chance as well. Unfortunately, it's been put wide for us. We come into the last 5 minutes of the game. See if we can get anything else. I'm just taking Cittadini off for Siebert. He's actually been really good for us from corners, Siebert, so you never know, he might do something. But we've got a highlight here with 1 minute left to play in injury time. Never know if it's just playing time out here, but plenty of room in the right there for Clarkson. We found it's been swung across and Wanta's got a goal back for us, so we're back to 4-2. Again, not a tremendous scoreline for us today, but 4-2 it finishes. I think looking kind of stat wise, City only had 5 shots on target. They were just extremely clinical today. They did boss possession. 5 clear cut chances we created and we scored 2 of them. So we've been really poor with our finishing today. On another day we could have won this game. We'll get in the dressing room then, and I'm going to tell the guys it's disappointing, as we had a lot of chances today that we didn't come out on top. Dalberg's lost confidence. I no bother Dalberg, just you concede every single shot that goes on target and be disappointed about it. That's really your own fault. We'll continue on. Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal finished 0-0, so we're no closer to knowing who's going through to the semis from them. We'll continue on then, have a quick look at the schedule, see what we've got coming up. In between the games, it's just the Motherwell game at home. Probably no one's all that interested in that, so I'll play that game off the camera. Youthful Aberdeen come unstuck, say we had better in the game, really, other than possession. But yeah, we'll come back anyway for the second leg. Apologies, was going to show the second leg of the City game, but decided to come back for the game at home against Motherwell. Reason being is there's potential to win the league today. So we'll get this game shown instead, and City will be the first game in the next episode. So looking at the starting lineup, Dalberg in goals, Mikic at right back, Seibert and Mbai at centre back, Imanol at left back, Daga in defensive midfield, Clarkson in right wing, Hannibal in centre mid, Mosquera in the left wing, Eri Ugo will partner Wanta up top today. So get the team submitted and go to the match. As I said, it's only the second season, so I think it's important still to show when we do win things like this. The league's we're not exactly favourites to win the league, so we'll tell the side, as we said, normal, just keep their good form going, go out there and make a difference today, just hopefully get a reaction. So we're playing our usual 4-4-2. I've accidentally skipped Motherwell's formation. Motherwell's playing with a really weird 3-3-2-2 formation. Probably 5-3-2 we'll base it as much as they're playing with more attacking wing backs, if anything. But decent enough and bright start from us. 10th minute, Hannibal's got a free kick on the right. Seibert nearly floated that into the back post there, but it's been punted out of the pitch by Wanta with a poor effort in the volley. Yeah, 15 minutes in, we've pretty much dominated so far, possession wise 76%. Had plenty of shots, good XG as well. Motherwell's really offered very little at the moment. Currently sit bottom of the table, Motherwell as well, so I'm expecting we should really be coming out with a win today. I'm going to just lower the tempo a little bit because we're not creating any really good chances. We'll get Mikic here on the right, Clarkson in the throw in, Mikic swings it in, Mosquera heads it straight to the goalkeeper. Keeper now playing, punts it forward. Motherwell have got a wee chance here themselves, and Mbai cuts that one out. And we're just going to look now to build again from the back, even all coming forward. Mosquera cutting in a little bit again. Very patient build up from us here. Daga now driving forward through the middle. Hannibal hits a shot and it's saved by the Motherwell keeper. But out for a corner. Again, we are pretty good from corners, even all to take this one within swing it. Swings it in and it's headed over by Seibert. Match momentum just popping up there and showing us that we've been absolutely dominant in the first half. We've just not been able to make that domination count at the moment. Motherwell still with just the one shot. Coming into half time, disappointingly we've not managed to do anything with the domination that we've had in this game. 14 corners we've had and we've not managed to score off it, so maybe we're not great at corners, we just have a lot, so it's likely we're going to score a lot. So I'm going to go assertive here, tell them I'm not happy with the performance, but do the pumped fist encouragement and tell them to show why we should be winning this match today. I'm going to go assertive with the strikers, tell them they've been pretty poor. We'll do a few things with this, we'll put the temper a little bit further down again, just take our time going forward. So we've had plenty of possession, but we seem to be rushing everything. So hopefully a reaction here. We've got a highlight straight away. It's swung into the back post to Clarkson, who's put it home for us and gives us a 1-0 lead. Puts one hand on the trophy for the day. And a kick-off highlight from Motherwell now. as they play the ball forward, but it's straight through to Dalberg. Happily sweeps that one up. Again, we're just slowing things down a little bit. Try and pull Motherwell out of position if we can. Emanol coming forward. Ball's broken through to Hannibal. It's out left to Mosquera, who's done really well there to skin the Motherwell full back and put it into the far corner. So we're 2-0 up within the space of a few minutes. Team talk seems to have worked, and so does the tactical tweak as well. We've got our 2 early goals in the second half, and we should now be able to see things out from here, I would imagine. Motherwell now have got possession, but we've managed to cut that out with Hannibal. Good work rate from him there to come back. Emanol now comes forward, he's lost it again. Vickers swings it in. Motherwell now have a little spell here. And their shot goes just over the bar. So I'm going to put the tempo back up again. Motherwell might be looking to come forward. That was Mackenzie that put it over the bar, who we just sold to Motherwell. I believe it was at the beginning of this season. So we've got the ball again. We're kind of pressing Motherwell right back again. Mosquera on the left. Plays it into Hannibal, who slots it home. Makes absolutely no mistake from around the penalty spot. We'll give the guys some praise. They've done really well in the second half here to come out and get a 3-goal lead in the space of 15 minutes really. Momentum's very much in our favour. Motherwell again doing very little in the game. We've had an absolute ton of shots here. So we get another highlight on the 67th minute. We come forward with Hugo. Run down the right, pretty much unchallenged here. Out to Clarkson. Hugo again. Swung in, but the keeper claims it this time. And we'll see if Motherwell can do anything from the kick out. It's just going to come straight back at them, isn't it? Dagger plays it over the top. Motherwell again clear. It's going to come straight back at them again, but they have managed to gain possession here. So we get it back down. Mosquera pings one from distance and it goes in to make it 4-0. And that was a really good goal from Mosquera. Candidate for goal of the season, I would say. We'll make a couple of changes now just to rest a few players up for the second leg against City for the next episode. See who we want to bring off. The only problem is I've got a lot of players that are going to start the next game on the bench, so do you know what, we'll just keep it as it is. These are guys on that are here. We'll just probably see the game out. Last 15 minutes now, there's another highlight. Emanol in the left. Plays it through to Mosquera. It just kind of goes around the 6-yard box here, nothing really happening, but Hugo has hit it just over the bar from that cross there from Mikic. Coming in then to the last 10 minutes of the game. And if we just see this one out now, there's no need to punish Motherwell any further, we've done that already. This, you know, in this save game, beating them 11-0 before. We've got Mikic now on the right. Is it just seen time out down here? Nope, he's played it through to Clarkson. Hannibal has slotted home his second goal of the game. Another assist from Clarkson will give the team some more praise. 88th minute of the game, 5-0 up. Have mercy on them. Emanol with a corner in the 90th minute. Swings it in and Mbai puts it just over the bar. So yeah, last couple of minutes then. Game's now finished and we've wrapped up the Premiership title today with that win. Good way to do it as well. 5 goals in the second half of the game after struggling really to get the better of Motherwell in the first half despite dominating the game. But we'll see the boys get the trophy lifted today. Job done. We've managed to topple Celtic and Rangers again this season domestically. And there we have it. Champions for the second year in a row, which is just perfect for us. So that should help us out as well with reputation. It will help us qualify for the Champions League again next season and further help us out with the finance side of things to try and compete. Back into the dressing room, tell the guys they've done excellent. Get this wrapped up. Said we've got some players rested as well for the City game that we've not had to play today, which is ideal. And we'll have a quick look then at the news that's came in. Confirms we've done the double. And then we've got the budgets coming up here. Champions League qualification now confirmed.
Have a look at the budget. We've got 33 million to spend next season. A good initial wage budget. We'll just get a look and see where that has us in comparison to just now. So another 70,000 pretty much per week to spend. We can obviously play around with that with the transfer budget. A lot of money from player sales in the Champions League run this season so far. In terms of the schedule, we've got City up next. And then really we'll see where we come from there. We might play City and Dundee United in the same video. Alternatively, if we get past City, we might skip the Dundee United game and go straight to the semi-final. That's a big if though, being 4-2 down from the first leg. But we will be back anyway for the second leg against Manchester City in the next episode. Again, thank you very much for all the support and thanks for watching. Just want to say as well to subscribe for any future content. And don't forget to like, share and comment in the video to help out with the algorithm. Thanks again.